Hello, my name is Valerie Hale. I'm a creator of Wealth Yoga Wine podcast. Mary Morrissey is one of my mentors with whom I've studied for years. She teaches us about extraordinary giving. When we find ourselves giving in a capacity that hurts, it has a powerful impact on us. Not every giving situation has to be extraordinary. Not every giving situation has to hurt. She shares a story with us that a young man from America went on a church-led group to Ethiopia a few years ago, 15 years old. They knew they were going to be there for at least 2 months to help build a school and to help build a road to that school. And these were for children between 6 and 8 years old who have never been able to be educated. While they're there, of course, for 2 months, you would expect some really nice bonding with these young children. Naturally, that occurred. Upon leaving, boarding the bus, getting their luggage on board, all of these events, little heartbreaking, a young boy walks up to this 15-year-old American and tugs on his t-shirt, tugs on it as in the universal sign, "I want your t-shirt." This young man from America realizes that if he gives this little boy his t-shirt, he's going to be on a bus for 10 hours without a shirt. And it was a difficult situation for him, but he realized that 10 hours without a t-shirt for himself is a little uncomfortable. So he says no to the little boy. He gets on the bus. As the bus leaves, he turns around and looks at the boy who's absolutely bereft. And the young man from America also notices a sobering thought of this t-shirt that this little boy is wearing is nothing better than rags. This image stays with him, and he is suffering quite a bit of guilt. He returns to the States, and he's sharing his feelings with some of his mates. And they come up with the idea of going door to door for a t-shirt campaign to donate back to Ethiopia. These people, these young kids, and they're 15 to 16, raise 18,000 t-shirt donations. The conundrum was where to put them. First, they had to sort them. After they sorted them, they still had 10,000 t-shirts to donate to this village where they were building a school and a road. Luckily, 7-Eleven, a manager from one of their local 7-Elevens heard about this and said, "I have a storage facility that you can use for a little while." That little while passed, and the storage facility for the 7-Eleven had to become vacant again for his own purposes. They face another situation. However, this story traveled wide, so wide that CNN picked it up. CNN also wound up picking up the 10,000 t-shirts, boxing them up and flying them back to Ethiopia to this specific village. This is extraordinary giving. While this is not necessary for all of our giving, because this is really an amazing outcome, it's important to give. And it's important to give all year long. It's important to give until it hurts. We have situations right now during the pandemic where our fellow Kentuckians have absolutely nothing. When Hurricane Sandy struck New York when I was living there, there are so many people, thousands of people, millions, who were left with nothing. I gave some of my beautiful corporate clothing and beautiful shoes to people whom I'd never met. I gave them ski clothes, which I hated. I hate skiing. And these were actually bought for me, former boyfriend. But it hurt in a way because I loved the ski clothes. They were really beautiful. You do get out in winter in New York. That's the message during this giving season, that our seasons of giving should really be on a daily basis: a smile, a hug, a lending hand, a lending heart can help so many people. So I would love for you to also listen to my podcast, and you'll see those podcast details in the YouTube details. Joyeux Noël et bonne année.